the graders. This is teacher Lara Manos here with you and teacher Sundus Jarrar with you. Today we're going to start with Unit 6, talk about time. Can you tell us, teacher Sundus, what is the unit is about?
The Unit 6 is about time, talk about time and different types of times, like we have a quarter to or a quarter after. And in this unit, I'm going to teach you how to say time when anyone asks you about it. But first of all, I want to say hi for you, my beloved students, because it's been a long time with no seeing, and I really miss you. Hope you're all doing fine and great. And I'm sure that we are going to meet after a really short time with really good and circumstances and good health if the God will.
Thank you, and I bet that they all miss you, teacher
Yeah,
Sundus.
and I miss them all, my beloved students.
Okay, now let's start with the unit and the vocabulary on page number 46, your pupils or student books introduce.
Unit 6. Talk about time. 1. Introduce. Number 1. A quarter after 6. Number 2. 6:15. Number 3. A quarter to 7. Number 4. 6:45. Number 5. 12:30. Number 6. 12:30. Number 7. 7 o'clock. Number 8. In the morning. Number 9. At noon. Number 10. At night. Number 11. 20 to 11. Number 12. 10:40. Number 13. Midnight.
Now I want you all to open your pupils book or student book at page number 47. You have to read the dialogue and listen carefully to the CD. Now you have to practice when the CD is reading. Now listen to the dialogue and say new sentences.
2. Learn. What time do you wake up in the morning?
I always wake up at 6:15. I take the bus to school at 6:45.
What time do you eat dinner? I always eat dinner at 7 o'clock.
When do you go to bed?
I always go to bed at 9:30. I never go to bed at midnight.
What time is it?
It's 6:15.
Now I'll read the dialogue for you and you have to repeat after me in order to practice reading. 1. What time do you wake up in the morning? What time do you wake up in the morning? What time do you wake up in the morning? Repeat. 2. I always wake up at 6:15. I take the bus to school at 6:45. I always wake up at 6:15. I take the bus to school at 6:45. I always wake up at 6:15. I take the bus to school at 6:45. Now you read. 3. What time do you eat dinner? What time do you eat dinner? What time do you eat dinner? Read. Four. I always eat dinner at 7 o'clock. I always eat dinner at 7 o'clock. I always eat dinner at 7 o'clock. Read. Five. When do you go to bed? When do you go to bed? When do you go to bed? Six. I always go to bed at 9:30. I never go to bed at midnight. I always go to bed at 9:30. I never go to bed at midnight. I always go to bed at 9:30. I never go to bed at midnight. What time is it? What time is it? What time is it? Eight. It's 6:15. It's 6:15. It's 6:15. Now look at the first picture at the top. Now, the woman on the left is asking the boy, what time do you wake up in the morning? She's asking him about the time he wakes up in the morning. Now, it's a question for you. What time does the boy wake up in the morning? Take your time to answer. Now, I guess all of you knew the answer. He always wakes up at 6:15. So, the boy wakes up at 6:15 in the morning. Why? Why? Why does he always wake up at 6:15 in particular? Why? Now you answer. Yes, because he takes the bus to school at 6:45. He takes the bus to school at 6:45. Now, look at the woman on the right, the woman who's talking to the girl. Now, the woman says, what time do you eat dinner? She's asking the girl about the time she eats dinner and now you answer. What time does the girl eat dinner? Look at the clock and you can tell. Yes, she eats dinner at 7 o'clock. She eats dinner at 7 o'clock. Now, look at the picture at the bottom or the second picture. Now, the woman on the left, she's asking another question to the boy. She says, when do you go to bed? So she wants to know the time when the boy goes to bed. Now look at the clock that the boy is holding. What does it say? What is the time? It's 9:30. It's 9:30. It's 9:30. So the boy goes to bed at 9:30. Now a question for you. How often does the boy go to bed at midnight? How often does the boy go to bed at midnight? It's challenge. هذا تحدي يا تالت. How often? كم مرة How often does the boy go to bed at midnight? Think. Teacher Sundus, how often does he go to bed at midnight?
He never go to bed at midnight.
Yes, he never goes to bed at midnight. Never. Never. He never goes to bed at midnight. I think all of you know the meaning of never. يعني أبدا. He never goes to bed at midnight. Now, let's go to the woman on the right, the woman with the short hair. She's talking to the girl, and no, the girl is talking to the woman with the short hair. Now it's her turn to ask. She asks the woman, "What time is it? What time is it?" She's asking her about the time. Maybe the girl, she doesn't know the time, so she's asking the woman with the short hair about the time. Now look at the clock. What time is it? Think. What time is it? Yes, it's 6:15. It's 6:15, or you can say a quarter after 6. You can say it both ways. 6:15 or a quarter after 6. Now I want you to open your student book. Okay, it's not colored on the screen, but open your colored book, your student book on page number 48. And let's do the exercise together. 3 practice. Student book, page number 48. Listen.
3. Practice.
Number 1. What time do you go to bed at night? I always go to bed at 9 o'clock.
So, look at the picture. What time is it? 9 o'clock. Write it on the line. Write it on the line. 2.
Number 2. What time do you wake up in the morning? I always wake up at a quarter after 7.
Look at the picture. What time is it in the picture? It's a quarter after 7. A quarter after 7. Write it on the line. 3.
Number 3. I always do my homework at 4 o'clock. I never do my homework at midnight.
Look at the picture and the clock. What time is it? It's very easy. 4 o'clock. Write it on the line. Number 4.
Number 4. What time is it? It's 7:45. I eat my snack at 7:45.
Yes, now look at the picture and the clock. What time is it? It's 7:45. It's 7:45. Write it on the line, and I advise you to take a screenshot from the video to this page in order to do the exercises in a good way and with no rush. Now we'll move to the other exercise, which is listen and point.
Listen and point. Match. Right.
Number 1. I wake up.
I wake up. I wake up. Of course, the answer is in the morning. Write in the morning on the line and match it to the third picture, which shows the morning. Number 2.
Number 2. I eat lunch.
you're not gonna eat lunch at night. So you eat lunch at noon. Write at noon on the line and match it to the picture in front of it or beside it exactly, which shows 12 o'clock. Number 3.
Number 3. I go to bed.
I go to bed, of course, at night. Write at night on the line and match it to the first picture at the top. Now move to page number 49. Move to page number 49 on your student books. We're gonna do the exercise at the top, activity fun. Listen and say, write the number.
4. Activity fun. Number 1. I go to bed at 9 o'clock.
Okay, where is the picture that shows 9 o'clock? It's 2. It's 2. So write 2 on the line. Next.
Number 2. I eat breakfast at 7 o'clock.
Where is the picture that shows 7 o'clock? Yes, it's number 1. So write 1 on the line.
Number 3. I always eat lunch at noon.
Now, where is the picture that shows noon? Yes, it's the last picture, picture number 4. Write 4 on the line. Now, the final one.
Number 4. I do homework at 4 o'clock.
Now, the picture that shows 4 o'clock is picture number 3. Now, write 3 on the line. Thank you. Thank you very much for doing the exercises with us. I hope you do them correctly and with a good handwriting.